Today I wanted to talk about I know what to do, but for some reason I just can't get myself to do it. So all the self improvement stuff that everybody's been talking about, like journaling, meditating, working out, waking up early, doing your shit on time, and also being a person that gets shit done. Like I know about everything. I've studied about meditation. I've studied about journaling. I've studied about reading books or I've read books. I've seen videos. I've seen proof of other people get results from doing these activities, but for some reason I just can't get myself to do it. So it's always been a mystery for me, or it's still a mystery. The problem is, I think is that's what I'm trying to look for. I'm trying to see how I can solve that problem because I know what to do. I know how to do it. But I just don't have the discipline, the willpower, or the effort to do it. I feel the first cause of that is because I'm too comfortable. Because I've had everything handed to me on a plate. Free school. I'm not paying for my fees, for my residence, for my food. I don't have to cook because my parents have like gotten food for me. I can get clothes, shoes, and everything. And because of that, my mindset is always like, yo, I could just relax. There's no need to stress. There's no need to put in the effort. Like whatever happens, happens. It's always gonna be okay. And that's such a stupid and dumb mentality to have. Such a weak mentality to have because you're essentially telling yourself, I'm okay with being average. I'm okay with not being the best. I'm okay with not doing what I'm supposed to do. But hey, let's just be average. It is what it is. At first, my parents would tell me about this, about having this mindset, and I'd always be like, nah, like you're saying nonsense, like whatever, like everything's gonna be okay. But the reason I saw it that way was because I've always had like a backup plan for everything. My parents have always been there for me. I've always got people to care for me and to take care of me essentially when I fuck up, when I screw up. So I've not my mindset has not been in the place of I gotta like I don't have any choice but to get successful as this. So that's what I'm trying to focus on now. I'm trying to write down and know my values, my morals, my motivation, my objectives, and my plan of what I want to do and what I want to become. One thing I've been telling myself every single day is that yo, I'm gonna do this the next day. Tomorrow I'm gonna start praying. Tomorrow I'm gonna start meditating. Tomorrow I'm gonna start doing this. But the problem is, eh, if you said I've been telling myself that same sentence for the last 3 years now, since 2019. Tomorrow I'm gonna start working out, and I'm not gonna work out the next day. I feel like working out is the only self improvement habit I've been able to do consistently. Working out, I'd say like talking to more people. Yeah, those are the only two things. Everything else like meditating, journaling, gratitude. I've been slacking off on it. Waking up early too. Waking up and going back to sleep. So yeah, that's what's been on my mind lately, and I just don't want to be like that. So from right now, I'm gonna take my decision. I'm gonna take a decision. I'm gonna start right now. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna download this app called Habits on the Google Play Store. So essentially, it's an app that helps you to track your habits. It's basically like a get check marks for every single habits that you do in a day. So that's where you can keep track of your habits on things you're doing and things you're not doing. And then because you have a check mark to do that, it helps you to stay more accountable because you want your check marks to be filled. Another thing I'm gonna say that affects me a lot is the principle of dopamine detox, and I think that's the most important one because when your brain is constantly stimulated, like the good things, the good dopamine things like reading, working out, journaling, they don't seem that good again because you have better sources of dopamine. Because like doing things like watching a Netflix show or playing a game or playing your video games gives you more dopamine than you reading a book, than you writing, than you studying, than you doing your stuff. So that's the reason why you're more inclined to to you know to like watch Netflix, right, or to watch Netflix to play your games rather than do the work that you're supposed to do. So pretty much what you have to do is you have to change your body dopamine level. You have to make sure you have to edit it in a way that your high dopamine activities are the good stuff like reading your book, meditating, studying, doing your work, being on your grind, making money. So if you can make that your your high dopamine level, like you're gonna achieve insane results. And that's the thing that I've seen most successful people talk about. Iman Gatti talks about this dopamine detox, living life on monk mode. It's such a key and underrated thing that people always ignore. So imagine how much you're addicted to video games, doing nothing, just lying down, scrolling on TikTok, scrolling on Instagram, just going through your feed. Imagine if you were addicted to doing stuff like reading, working on your money, studying, becoming the best person you could possibly be. Just imagine the amount of hours. Instead of you scrolling on TikTok, you're doing that. Like obviously you're gonna be the best person you can be. And it's taken me just about 2 years to realize this. Because like now I've been doing some of these habits lately. And I'm like, oh, if I'd been doing this all the while, I'd be a much better person. Yeah, so back to downloading the Habit app. Habits. Yep, we've downloaded the app. So now I'm just gonna put in my habit. So to make this easier on yourself, you don't start like don't start very high. You have to be humble and admit that your level is low, that you're not the best at doing this. You're still a Jeffrey essentially, yeah. So that's what you gotta do. You gotta admit that you're still a Jeffrey. You're still as low tier as possible. So you gotta start small. Instead of you like saying, "Oh, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna be productive from morning till night." Nah, you gotta start small. So you're gonna be like, "Yo, uh, just focus on 3 habits every single day for like the first week, and see how you go with that." So you start small. Okay, so I say I want to focus on meditation, gratitude, and praying. Like that's not hard to do. Like it's something you can do in less than an hour if you put your mind to it. You wouldn't. I'm not even up to an hour. In like 30 minutes, you could probably do any of those habits. Yeah. So that's what you gotta do. Like put your mind on those habits that you want to do, and focus on them. Those like 3 habits, and then you start small. And then when you see you're doing good, you add more habits. You add more habits, and like that, you become a better person. And finally, for you to do a dopamine detox, there's a cheat code I found to do it. And essentially, it's downloading this app called Freedom. So what is Freedom? Freedom is an app that blocks you from using like distracting websites, distracting infographics, distracting apps, everything that distracts you on your phone. And then you can plan it. You can schedule the time that you don't want that you want to be doing your work. So you don't have to get addicted to those apps or those bad habits. So how my freedom routine is I block like every single app except my Snapchat from 10:30 p.m. in the night till 7 p.m. the next night. So essentially, I'd have to like get off my phone by 10:30, and I only have access to use it between 7 p.m. and 10:30 p.m. every single day. So I think that's like the best way to start. That's just my starting. Eventually, I want to get to the point where I'm like not addicted to my phone. Like, in a way, I can live without my phone. Like usually I used to be so much addicted to TikTok, like way more addicted to TikTok. But ever since I started using this app, my addiction has gone down. Like even when the time comes to open TikTok, I don't even think about it. Yeah. And do the hard work, especially when you don't feel like it.